Okay, guys, this is my very first video podcast. I want to kind of go over the Royal Rumble. I want to give my predictions because I think I finally narrowed down what is most likely to happen at the Royal Rumble, and definitely taking into consideration WrestleMania, which is right around the corner. So let me know what you guys think. If you want to reach out to me, it's questions@mattsmadness.com, or you can just submit a comment below. Definitely read those, and I'll respond to every one of them. All right, without further ado, there are so many possibilities rolling into the Royal Rumble. It's pretty crazy. I have waffled between Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena all winning the triple threat match. I could all see them doing it. And now that Daniel Bryan is back, to me, he is the single biggest reason for my predictions because of his return and hopefully his long-term return. So, I believe that the triple threat match between Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Seth Rollins will close the show. That is, to me, the main event because they haven't even really done a whole lot to hype the Royal Rumble match itself. So, to me, it's clear that WWE views the triple threat match of Rollins, Cena, and Lesnar as the actual main event, even though the Royal Rumble match itself typically closes the show. But minor details, really. To me, the person who's going to win the Royal Rumble is Daniel Bryan. He never lost the championship to begin with. Judging by his crowd reaction, he hasn't lost a whole lot of momentum since he left 8 months ago when he got surgery in June. So, in my opinion, Daniel Bryan wins the Royal Rumble. I originally thought it was going to be Roman Reigns just because he seems to be the shoe-in, the next it guy for WWE. But with his terrible promos, and you guys can go and listen to my rant of WWE, my WWE rant on Roman Reigns and the whole scripted promo thing, which has absolutely decimated his momentum and just the whole believability factor in general in wrestling. I don't want to get started on that again, but you can go listen to it below. Definitely think that Bryan's going to win the Rumble. The fans seem to be behind him, and Bryan has connected with the audience in a much more organic way than Roman Reigns has at all to this point. Roman Reigns needs to be quiet, do his talking in the ring. Daniel Bryan, on the other hand, is just kind of an extension of himself. Daniel Bryan has naturally connected with the crowd in a way that I don't think anybody predicted. And last year, they forced the hand of WWE when the crowd pretty much demanded that he would be in the main event of WrestleMania. And last year, the crowd was fuming that he wasn't in the Royal Rumble. So, Daniel Bryan wins. It's going to come down to probably Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. They will probably be the final two. And Daniel Bryan wins the Royal Rumble. And then in the triple threat, this is where is the hardest to predict because Brock Lesnar, whether he's staying or going, is going to have a big effect to me on who actually comes out on top, assuming Brock Lesnar is leaving, because that seems to be the general feeling, and I personally believe he's done after WrestleMania. To me, the winner of this match is going to be Brock Lesnar. And why do I say that? Even though it's a triple threat, I don't see Mr. Money in the Bank winning yet. It's not his time. He's, to me, in my mind, the top heel of the company. You can say Brock is a heel. He's not. The only reason he's a heel is because of Paul Heyman. So, to me, it's clearly Seth Rollins is the number one heel guy, and he's got great momentum rolling forward. He's still got the Money in the Bank. He doesn't need to win this match yet. A guy like Seth Rollins, you put on a bigger stage. I'll get to that in a minute. So, Brock Lesnar maintains the championship, likely by Seth Rollins curb stomping John Cena, and then Lesnar taking out Seth Rollins and then maybe covering John Cena for the win. Or one way or the other, maybe Rusev interferes because Rusev is a rumored to be feuding with John Cena at WrestleMania. There's going to be a twist of someone interfering in this match that just sets up a WrestleMania match for John Cena. So Cena doesn't win this, in my opinion. Rollins doesn't win this. It's Brock pinning Cena. And then I think Brock Lesnar comes out on top. We don't see a cash-in at Royal Rumble. So now you've set up the WrestleMania main event of Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. This is a perfect underdog situation once again for Daniel Bryan, an almost impossible feat for Daniel Bryan to achieve. It's a perfect story. It's a perfect way for the streak of The Undertaker last year ending by the hands of Brock Lesnar to now come back full circle and actually make the streak worth breaking, because now you are going to give Daniel Bryan the rub of him beating Brock Lesnar. So Daniel Bryan beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania is essentially Daniel Bryan being the guy who beat the streak. Big deal. It puts over Bryan for many years to come because Lesnar is not your future. He's not the future of the WWE. But after Daniel Bryan wins this championship at WrestleMania, the self-imposed future of WWE, Seth Rollins, comes out and takes advantage of Daniel Bryan after he's in an exhausted state from a match with Brock Lesnar that will likely last 20 plus minutes. And Seth Rollins basically steals the championship from Daniel Bryan and creates an immense amount of heat for a guy that already has heat that we haven't seen in years, really, from a heel. To me, Seth Rollins is one of the best to come along in a while. He's young, and that's great because he's got a lot of time to develop. They should keep him a heel for a very long time. He's great and comfortable in the role. So you have Seth Rollins come out and steal the championship from Daniel Bryan after he celebrated for a few minutes. You hear that music hit, and bam! Now we have a program moving forward after Brock Lesnar leaves, because I would say in all likelihood he is gone. You have Brock Lesnar leave, and now you've set up a match between two guys that are perfect, tailor-made for each other's style. These two have the best wrestling. I know that's a dirty word now, but you have the best guys in there that can put on a wrestling match. Not entertain us, a wrestling match that can actually go out there and go 3-4 pay-per-views in a row, where we have the babyface Daniel Bryan chasing the heel Seth Rollins. It's always a better story when you have the babyface, the good guy, chasing the bad guy for the title. It's just always been better that way. It's always a better story, and it's a better journey to take the crowd on of them seeing the good guy struggle to get to the top of the mountain. So that's my theory. In short, Daniel Bryan wins the Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar retains in the triple threat with some interference from somebody. Whoever's going to be facing John Cena at WrestleMania is going to interfere and cost Cena the match, because at one point you think Cena's going to have it in the bag, and then bam, Rusev probably comes out, costs Cena the match. Brock Lesnar takes advantage, pins him. Boom! You have Brock Lesnar as the WrestleMania main event. And why not? You had him beat a streak that was immortal. Why keep him out of the main event? Even if he's leaving, it doesn't matter, because now you have the guy who beat the streak. He's a legitimate athlete. He brings believability to the product. He should be your guy in the main event, regardless. And he should pass the torch to the next guy. That's what he's there for. And so you have Lesnar retain. You have Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble. It sets up Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan beats Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And then, bam, Seth Rollins comes out and is a thief and steals that championship right from Daniel Bryan. And you have an awesome, awesome feud moving forward between these two. So that's my theory. Let me know what you guys think. As always, check out mattsmadness.com. I do my weekly blog on Monday Night Raw and, of course, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which is this Sunday. I am recording this prior to seeing Monday Night Raw on the 19th of January. So my opinion may change slightly, but I highly doubt it. I'm pretty locked into this train of thought. So let me know what you guys think. comment below. Send your questions my way. Questions at Matt's Madness. I'm also on Twitter at Matt's_Madness. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for listening, and catch you guys next time.